Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round one of the 2019 District 1 AAA dual meet tournament here. I'm Matt Torzani, head coach from Radnor High School, former Hatboro Horsham wrestler for Glenn Kaiser, who's joining me right now. Hey, Glenn, how you doing?
Hey, Matt, how are you?
Good. Looking forward to some good wrestling tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We are on mat 2 here at Hatboro Horsham, and we have, I believe, the two best matches in this first round. And coming up right now is Boyertown versus Souderton, and we'll follow it right up with Council Rock South. Quakertown and the Chamois. I get all excited about Council Rock South, Mike. I do it all the time. So Matt Torzani is going to call this match. I'll be the color guy as usual. Joe Youngblood sitting one out with the family tonight.
Glad to fill in with no family, Glenn. It's no problem.
Yeah.
So tonight, Souderton versus Boyertown. We have Luke Ragusa, freshman, 5-13 on the season, and Julian Maldonado with a quick takedown to start the first period. I'm sorry, that's Cade David Heiser.
Well, Mike will handle all our Boyertown wrestlers tonight, and we'll have to deal with Souderton, Matt.
I think we can handle that.
And David Heiser right to work with a takedown. Looking for that cross wrist coming, trying to get a hazard. Swings all the way out around front.
He goes again, too.
Yeah, really nice. Good roll through there by Ragusa.
You know, a lot of these younger kids have a little bit of trouble applying that break foot and elevating on their tilt, and it's something that he's going to learn to do real quick. I'm sure he's going to start converting those. He's riding a nice tight waist right now. Running the half. He's doing a good job maintaining his hips, and
he just cuts him.
And he cuts him, which is a good decision. You know, at 106 pounds, being a lightweight wrestler myself, you want to get that offense going for yourself, but when you get your offense going, your team seems to follow. So if he can get this ball rolling and getting aggressive and scoring points, he'll see his team kind of pick up right behind him.
Yeah, we did the random draw, prior to the weigh-in, and we had a little roulette wheel, and 106 came up, and that's for real. We didn't just go with 106. I know a lot of coaches do like that in a dual meet setting here, but that was the number that was picked. They're at 132, I believe, over at Westchester Ruston starting there. So two more for David Heiser. Trying to secure that arm. He's got a leg reap in there on the front side.
And if you watched, he did a really nice job going right to that Russian and making the takedown really quick, not giving him any time to adjust.
Now he's working that chew half, Matt. We love that.
I love it. Nice little hammerlock or Penn State ride, as people call it.
Oh, he's in trouble here. David Heiser in total control.
Short time on the clock, but can he finish? This will be big for them to finish.
5 seconds.
And
got
there it is.
So Boyertown out to a 6-0 lead here, and they have to be happy with the effort of David Heiser to start off this 2019 PIAA Team Championships right here at Hatboro Horsham, Matt.
Yeah, good place to be.
Bach.
All right, so we get the call right this time for Boyertown. We have the number 4 ranked wrestler, Julian Maldonado. And for Souderton, Dylan Bach, the freshman who's 12-12 on the year.
This should be a decent match right here. Maldonado, obviously, on paper, the better wrestler, but Bach has been having a good year wrestling some tough competition. Souderton has really upped their schedule over the years with head coach Tristan Boyd.
Maldonado getting right to work, controlling that underhook. Comes back out to his open tie. These Boyertown guys are going to start working the head. They're quick on their feet. They move their feet a lot. They like to switch it up. But they also are great controlling ties. Good job with his hips there.
Maldonado looking for a toss here. Got it tight, too.
Steps in.
Little inside trip. Two secured there.
Does a nice job at the edge of the mat, keeping his feet in, keeping him right where he wants him to finish that takedown.
Yeah, Maldonado comes in at 21-9. Started out at 113, dropped to 106, and bumping up here at 113 as Boyertown fills their lineup.
Little guys, we bump around a lot. It's a little different than the upper weights. You have a little more freedom to jump around. And when I was a lightweight, it's something Robert Gripshaw and I did a lot together.
Oh, boy, we're going to talk about this again.
I always do.
Yeah, that's a great problem for wrestling coach to have. Two great lightweights. Trying to work the double bar now, Maldonado. He's got a big step going, and looks like he's going to get some swipes here if he can get one more step.
Yeah, he needs a couple more steps here.
He's going to hook that arm. I like just hooking that arm, Matt. You know that.
Oh, yeah. He does a nice job in that arm bar, just keeping that fist nice.
He's got to take a big step. He's coming back now. He's going to dig the half. Bach needs to get moving forward here. If he digs his half in, this could be trouble, and it is.
There it goes.
Stacks him up.
A little patience and a little grit. Gets the 6.
So Boyertown is rolling early, Matt. 2 falls in a row, and Souderton's in a little bit of a hole here to start. Not a surprise. I think Boyertown, solid 5th seeded team here. And after we saw last night in this pack, anyone can beat anyone on any given night. Boyertown, O&J, or Springford.
For Boyertown, we have Chance Babb. Babb's a freshman, 17-11 on the season. And for Souderton, we have Tyler Geiger, freshman, 13-11.
Babb goes right to work, slaps on a cradle. And he has Geiger in big trouble early. And Geiger's another young guy wrestling all right here this year for Souderton, but he's in deep trouble early against Babb. And Babb's got this thing tight.
A lot of time. There it is.
Yeah, the fall was there. Ref just waited to see where the square of the back was once he came out. And clearly a fall there. And it's 18-0 early. And this match is flying along. Mike, we might have time for a hot dog in between.
That was one of the quicker falls that I've seen. It was quick, but, sometimes if they're consistent, they keep it moving, you know how they're calling a match. That's okay.
So this is a match now. Souderton has to win this one. They have to get back into the match. They got to stop the bleeding right now. So Dylan Heathcote for Souderton and Dominic Sheridan for Boyertown.
Right to his front head and arm, a short offense.
Sheridan comes in at 10-12. He's a freshman.
Does a good job defending, but rolls right to his back. This is trouble. He kind of put himself in trouble there, trying to roll through something you don't typically roll through. And this is just a waiting game here, and there it is. Another quick fall for Boyertown. And they are dominating this match right now.
Yeah, they are really flexing their muscles, and they're a team that you cannot count out as one of the 4 going to the state duels. We didn't really know what Boyertown was going to be this year, Matt, and they always seem to reload, but to me it's not even a reload, it's just the next man up.
Yeah.
That's what we're seeing here tonight.
When you've been working with some of the best partners in the area for years and you see the culture and competition constantly in the same room, you just become part of that mold. And you might have not been a superstar at one point, but
and Noah Fisher with a quick takedown here for Boyertown, and they're going right back to work at this weight class.
I love how quick they're getting to their takedowns too. I told you, it all starts with 106, getting those quick takedowns, and everyone else follows.
And this is Braden Crawford for Souderton, as you can see on the screen. Crawford comes in at 1-8 on the season. A freshman also for Souderton. Souderton, a young team against this experienced Boyertown team, and that's going to bode trouble for them. And Fisher, a junior, only 4-9 on the season, kind of has been a guy that has wrestled 3 different weight classes during the season and has done a really nice job for the Bears.
Just working a little cross wrist hazard there, rolls him through. It's going to cut him here, get right back to his offense on his feet. One thing I like that I'm seeing in Boyertown so far is they go for a couple things on top in the first, but they'll come back to their feet and try to kind of go feet to back as much as they can. And and get back to their takedowns in their first period.
Yeah, Coach Jones, I'm sure they work on their feet a lot in the room, just like we all do, and they're very comfortable there.
And there he goes, right? Tries to throw in a little mixer work. Does a nice job, knew exactly what he wanted to do in that situation. He's going to take his time here with 45 seconds to keep the head high, and there it is. Loads it up, finishes.
Well, what can I say? I mean, they're a pinning machine right now, this Boyertown team. And so now we get into Souderton's strength of their lineup with Tyler Williams.
And, district duels can be kind of long and grueling. And if you can get out of these periods a lot, in the first period, like we say in Boyertown, you're going to be fresh for your next couple rounds. You're not getting beat up as much. And that's always been a big complaint with these really good teams going into district duels. It's a long, grueling process, especially if you're a young team. They don't know the grind yet. But these kids are getting right to work, and they're going to be fresh for their next round if they keep this up.
This is Evan Detweiler for Boyertown. So 30-0 now. The Bears out to a big lead. And Williams is going to have to get a fall right back here. And he knows it. He's going to work right now out of the gate. He gets the first takedown.
Does a nice job chasing that down. Throws slaps on a crossface.
Looking for that crossface cradle.
He has it. Rolls him over. He's going to just get that low leg up in the side, as far up as he can. He's controlling his other leg with his other foot, elevating it to keep it off the mat. Comes out front for more of a butcher now, but loses it. Back into a short offense, front head and arm. Looking to lock up another cradle.
Got it. See if he scoops it. No, he lets the leg
He tried
go.
to originally,
I don't
but
think he needs it.
He didn't need it.
There's
and there it is.
So that's what Souderton needed right there. Stop the bleeding, A. B, pick up bonus points. And Tyler Williams is the man for that.
So Souderton on the board now.
Trowbridge. Souderton sends out Connor Trowbridge here. And we have another Connor out there for the Boyertown Bears. That's Connor Nicewender. Nicewender, I believe I'm saying that right. Mike's giving me the nod. I don't want to blow any names. I'm getting pretty good at this now. Good shot there by Trowbridge.
On that low single from his open tie. Nice little scramble here. Let's see who can maintain that high position. He's doing a nice job so far, but you just want to be comfortable in these positions. They work on them in the room. They get comfortable. He's not panicking. He's working through his progressions here, looking to turn, and there it is. Gets the 2-point takedown.
Trying to dig in some boots. He gets real high, but he extends right away.
Slips that leg in. Kids have to be careful getting in those quad pods without any movement, because either you're getting a leg slipped and you're getting cradled.
Trying to get some backs here, really pulling across. Nothing really there. Going to readjust that leg. Doesn't really have a leg in. Now he more of a reap.
Yeah, just scooping it.
Little pit leg, kind of awkward. Yeah. Now he's got a leg in.
There it is. Now he can do some work here. He's got some time on the clock. Get a couple near fall points would be big for him. Now he's trying to throw two boots.
Now he's got that half going. Real tight.
Comes
here.
out.
Oh, good move.
Great
going right
job.
out to it. Chest on chest. 23 to go, so some time to get the fall here. And Trowbridge is looking to get 6 right back for the Indians. There it is. Touch fall.
Yeah, quick falls tonight.
Yeah, well earned though.
He got his legs out nice when he got that half, but what he did really well is he scooped that tricep, that near side tricep, and he couldn't go anywhere once he did that.
Brett Brider coming out for Boyertown. So 30-12 now. Bears lead. Souderton cutting into that lead after 2 falls of their own. So all falls in this match so far, Matt.
It's been an interesting contest so far.
Ryder gets in deep on a leg. Go look for that foot sweep on the back. Trip. There it is. Well done.
Doesn't finish it yet, though. Work with a little more mat here. Try to keep him in. He's going to try to bring that up the best he can. Good job. Gets it up in his armpit.
Bateman did a good job fighting that off for a while.
Yeah, he turned in a little too early.
Now he's out.
Right back to his offense on his feet here. I love that Boyertown's not afraid to get right back into it. Good double. Right to his back for a couple swipes, too.
Now he's going to the half.
Great
Comes out front.
Double.
Great way to get out front there, Matt. You know I always preach that. Get out front on the half.
As quick as you can.
He's got to adjust. He doesn't. And Brighter fights it off. So we got a match here.
Kept his head up and in. That was just a gritty takedown right there. He just wanted it. You know, he knew he was going to go get it. He's got that hard little C right now, but he had that ankle scoop. Looked like he was going for a cradle.
Now he's looking cross face with a one-on-one. He's trying to rip it. Now he's punching that half. He's got it tight. Now he's going to get out to the side. Forget the leg, right, Matt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let that go.
I'm going to watch a full Nelson now.
He's good. He's got a one-on-one.
Yeah, he does.
He's running. He's got to come out and run that.
Got 15 seconds
Come
to get
outside. Get off that. There you go. Get out.
Yeah, now it's too late.
Yeah, a little too late.
Ryder did a good job there.
Got his left hip down.
Left hip down, looking away, head up. Potentially dangerous call.
He's got to jump outside quick there. Punch that thing to the mat. You know, you see Bateman here kind of talking to his coaches about some adjustments maybe next time he goes for it. And good wrestlers always look to adjust.
Nice Granby. Time runs out.
Good job holding on. No escape points, so we go into this 5-2, going into the second period in favor of Souderton's Bryden Bateman. Bateman chooses bottom. Start the second period. Is this the second period we saw so far?
Yeah. We are into the second period.
And Coach Tristan Boyd's coming over to the table to talk about the score.
So just clearing up the back point there. It is a 2-point back point call instead of 3. Of course, Tristan Boyd wanted the 5 count and 3. Makes sense. We'd be arguing that.
I'd at least be asking.
Oh, you'd be doing more than asking.
I've calmed down to my old age here, Glenn.
Yeah, right.
Refs finally like me once again.
Now Brighter looking for an underhook here. He's trying to score. Looking for an ankle pick. Nothing there. Maybe he's going to try a knee pick here. Nope. Nice
Another
double
big takedown. See if he can keep his foot in. Nope.
Yeah, Bateman, good double follow-up on the counter offense.
He's going to have to be careful now that Ryder knows it's coming, not to leave his arms out so he doesn't get caught. You know, tight elbows on that blow through double now. It's going to be really important for him. Good hips, good reshot more than anything.
Stayed in on that underhook.
Kicks out, though. Does a really nice job, Bateman, just kind of kicking out and responding, but Ryder's reshot was pretty nice. And hopefully he's looking to convert on the next one. Just trying to control the right side of Bateman's body with that underhook when he gets into those ties. See if he starts trying to work out of that a little more often.
Matt, I'm going to have to leave for the weigh-in here for our second round here right now, so you're going to be on your own for a little bit.
Sounds good. In on that outside dump, throws him right to his back. Let's see if he can settle in here. He's doing a nice job collecting his back points. He's got his count. Now he's just going to settle in on the head. He's got over 30 seconds here to kind of suck the air out of him. He's got that tight waist there, and he's just going to take his time as he twists and turns. That tight waist is going to get tighter and tighter. And there it is, the fall. That was a good battle until that outside little dump, and what he did a nice job there was he kept him on his back once he got that outside dump. And you know, as someone who kind of hit a lot of dumps myself in high school and college, when I learned to keep a guy on his back coming off that dump, it kind of changed everything for me. So here we are going into the 160-pound match. It's 36-12 in favor of Boyertown, and this match is moving pretty quickly. We started at 5:30. It's 5:51, and we are at 160 pounds already. For Boyertown, we have Alan Alexander, and for Souderton, we have Troy Muckluck. Battling for position here. Troy Muckluck is 15-9 on the season. He's a senior. Does a nice job. Gets the takedown. And he's going to start working on top here. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to cut him here early, though, if something isn't working for him. Seems to be what Boyertown's done every match so far in the first period. It's turned into a fall for the most part when they kind of cut a guy and try to go feet to back for their second takedown. Tries to roll through that hazard tilt. Haven't seen one scored for points yet. But like I said, he cuts him. He's going to try to get back. He's got a full minute to score again. He's going to get right back to work here. Alan Alexander's a freshman. He's 16-11 on the season for Boyertown. This is a big match for a freshman. Your first district duels. You're a little bit bigger, so you're wrestling some older kids most of the time. It can be a little nerve-wracking, but he's doing a great job maintaining his position. Does a nice job stopping that shot there. Goes right for a cradle. And he's got it. He had it locked up pretty nice. And doesn't look like he awarded any back points. He's going to keep him down here, short time. Looks like it's hard from this angle. Looks like he's got an arm bar in there. So he's just going to ride this out and take our the second match into the second period here. Green goes right to bottom. Captures that left wrist off the whistle. Goes for a crossface and misses. Has that leg in a scoop with a little pit leg. Does a nice job moving Alexander up to his feet, but he does a nice job staying with it. Brings him right back to the mat. Going back to that left side of the body. And Alexander just did a nice job being patient, letting the top man kind of move around him until he found an opportunity to get right up to his feet. And, you know, he wasn't nervous in any of those positions there. So expect him to try to get right to his offense. There it is. Quick little snatch single, high single, knee pull single, whatever you'd like to call it. Collects ankles and works back up. I like the way he just got into that arm bar. He pulled it up with his opposite hand and just snuck it right in. Up to his feet, gets an escape. No escape when he waves it off. because he got right back in that leg. And here it is. Gets his escape point. Alan Alexander's going to try to get right back to his offense here. And Muckluck's got some making up to do on the score, so he's going to need to get to it a little quicker. Beautiful shot from his open tie. Nice and quick. Make that 9-2, and a lot of clock left. Seem to at least try to convert to a major here for sure, and if not, put him on his back. And that's the end of the second period. Troy Muckluck's going to choose the bottom position, try to get a point back and make that major a little further away. He's got to be careful once he gets to his feet, though, because Alan Alexander looks quick on those singles from his open ties. And he's been working on that right side of the body mostly this entire time on top, trying to slip those arm bars in. But Muckluck does a nice job there, trying to maintain his back pressure, get to his feet, but Alexander brings him right back to the mat. It's a little high. He's going to have to watch himself here, but no problem. Comes that single, runs a small little pipe, and brings him right back down. And we're out of bounds. The best teams rack up points in the third period. That's where they get a lot of their work done. They train for the third period in these situations, especially when they're getting to higher levels, regionals and states, and who's got the gas tank, who doesn't, and especially in a dual meet tournament, who can start scoring points to rack up that team score, because there's no question you want bonus points in this situation. Even though the score is 36-12, good teams don't stop scoring. There he is, right back to that nice open tie shot, very quick, gets the 2 points. And coach is going to call for him to cut again. He wants him to take him down again. He's been very successful this whole time, so he's going to get at least one more takedown here, at least attempt to. Good shot from Muckluck, but stopped beautifully by Alan Alexander, and quickly gets behind for the 2-point takedown. Got 40 seconds here. He's going to try do his best to try to score some backs, put him on his back and finish this off for his team. And he's done a great job just controlling this match. He's had Muckluck in every position he wanted to. When he wanted to cut, he cut him. When he wasn't comfortable, he let him go, came right back to his feet, and knew he'd be able to come right back to that same shot he hit the entire match. And he did a nice job for, Alan Alexander being a freshman, 16 and 11, but I'm sure every single one of those 11 losses was an absolute battle with this kid, because he is wrestling really well today against a senior from a good team like Souderton. And 1 second on the clock, rides it out and gets the major decision. Final score 13-4 in favor of Alan Alexander. That brings our dual meet score Boyertown 40, Souderton 12, going into 170 pounds. For Souderton, we have Spencer Haslam, senior, 11 and 8. And for Boyertown, we have Preston Fox. Fox is a sophomore. He is a 3-2 on the season, so not a ton of varsity mat time, and he's quickly taken down here by Haslam. Good movement on bottom there. He's just non-stop movement. And let's see if he can't. Little dresser dump there to keep him in control. Little far side ankle pick, or dresser dump, as some people call that, from front head and arm position. they're going to switch ankle bands real quick. They had each other's ankle bands on. So Haslam maintains control, but Preston Fox is moving on bottom. Let's see what he has off a fresh start here. Right to his feet. Comes right out. And back to work here for him. You know, being down a takedown doesn't scare these Boyertown kids, and he's right to his Russian, and Haslam comes over top, tries to control his head. And Preston Fox on top for 2 here. I missed that a little bit. I had someone in my ear trying to talk about some freestyle tournaments happening in Russia, which maybe we'll talk about later when Glenn Kaiser gets back here. So 30 seconds to go here in the first period. Let's see if Fox can ride him on top here. He's up a point now, so if he can kind of ride this out and go in the second period up a score, it's a big deal for him, especially with how this match is going so far. It seems fairly even, although Fox is working a arm bar, which seems to be Boyertown's bread and butter tonight. They've been working a lot of arm bars and getting right to work on them, and one thing they're good at is they're just tough. They are tough in an arm bar, and they will turn you when they want to. But it's also just a great way to control the bottom and makes the ref think you're working. Even if there's 20 seconds left in the first and you're just trying to kill some clock and keep the man down and keep that advantage, having that point going in the second, they're tough there. They get right to it. They look for it as soon as that guy is taken down. And that's what better wrestlers do. They're looking to score right off their last score. I mean, they don't stop. They're instantly looking for it. It's second nature. You know, I try to build that with my team the best I can. We don't have a youth program in Radnor, and not really historically the strongest program in District 1. I get a lot of kids coming as freshmen, 8th graders, first time ever wrestling, and you know, chain wrestling is something that is drilled. It is repetition. It is something that is earned through hard work. These kids have put that time in clearly for Boyertown, because they have moved from one move to the next flawlessly and pretty nicely too. So you could tell that their drilling is top notch. We have Stalin Green. He just was on his feet and didn't attempt the takedown quick enough, but right into a beautiful dump. Wastes no time. Didn't even mind that stall call. And he's back on top now. He clearly did not like getting taken down first there in that first period. Haslam gets to his feet. Great mat return from Boyertown. If there's one way you're going to break a guy mentally in the second period, where you know you want to break a guy before he even gets his third period mentally, is mat returns when you're on top. If you can return a guy to the mat 3-4 times, I mean, holy smokes, is that frustrating, and that can break a kid's mind pretty quick. Fox just getting his hips kind of sat on the mat, and Haslam kept moving, and now he's got him in a little precarious situation. He's got a potentially dangerous situation there. He did a good job hanging on with the power half, just holding his leg, keeping his leg there, and working for that potentially dangerous. Once you stand up with a guy off the mat like that, that's an instant potentially dangerous call. Not in college, but at this level. Does a good job kind of maintaining his hips there. You notice the double, what I would call like a double inside thigh pry kind of right there. You see it again. That just kind of stops the guy's momentum from coming up, lets you regain your own hips, come back around and secure position. But Haslam gets out there pretty nicely and back on their feet, and he's hit him twice with 2 really nice dumps. And so let's see what he does here. We're at the edge of the mat, good hips, kind of lets him sneak through. No points are scored though. We're going to see Fox trying to work inside here, get that dump again. He goes from a tie to an open tie. Hits a spear double, but unfortunately out of bounds. A little blow through double there. I guess not a spear double since he took a shot. Goes overhook to dump, which was beautiful. And trying to get that armbar, like I said, that chain wrestling, the armbar was in there instantly. Got to be careful with that open palm, but we are out of time here. So we go into the third period, and Preston Fox is going to choose bottom. No questions. Got right down. He knows exactly where he wants to be in this situation. It's a reversal 2 for Preston. Fox here. Probably might cut him here soon in a second. There he is. He's going to try to get this major decision. Try to get it done on his feet the best he can. Good little pump. Comes out of bounds, but brings his feet back in. Haslam does a good job defending it. Now he's got him in a front head and arm here at the edge of the mat. And they are out of bounds. Good shot from open ties. Not as strong as the first period. You can see his match is worn on both of them a little bit, but does a beautiful job there and gets another takedown. And with another minute, they're going to either want a quick turn or maybe cut him and get back to work here. But both guys look not gassed, but definitely the match is worn on them here at this point. Does a nice job pulling him out of bounds. He wants a fresh start here. Looks to his coaches. His coaches want him to come to his feet right away, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So he's going to give a point to get one here. Nice shot. Doesn't keep his feet moving, though, and comes back up. It's a tough position, but he's going to score here. Look right for the half. And he just misses it. He was looking, though, all day. One more. He's got short time to score, and he's at the edge of the mat. Great dump. Does he come out the back? Haslam's controlling his right ankle here, and he needs to hip in tough. And there you go, cross face. And he gives, he gives and then waves it back off. It's the right call. Should have never even tried to award it. He had his ankle there the entire time, but Preston Fox does a nice job after getting taken down in the first period to kind of dominate the rest of that match.
I'm back.
It's hard to talk without your coach.
Yeah, I know.
I have to make things up the whole time. Mike just keeps looking at me.
Well, you did it last year. I've done it a couple times. You just talk to yourself, you'll be fine. I see the score has not changed with Souderton since I walked away. So 43-12 now. The Bears continue to roll.
For Souderton, you have senior Dean Teipel. He is 4-14 on the season. And for Boyertown, you have Jimmy Sinclair. Let me get to my notes here. Jimmy Sinclair's a sophomore. He's 9-9 on the season. It's long, Sinclair. He just reaches and grabs that leg.
Reaches across, gets that double. Good finish. Right to the crossface, too. Looking for that double trouble, as we call it at HH. Yeah, we call Butcher it, somewhere else.
Yeah, Delco. We'll call that a Butcher.
Oh, and Jay, they love the Butcher.
And, you know, one thing I was talking about when you were gone, Coach, is the way they chain wrestle.
Oh, yeah, look at this cradle.
Especially feet to back.
Right to the cradle off that Butcher.
Beautiful.
Got a tight cradle here on the edge. Plenty of time, too. 112. He can settle in.
For all the quick falls, I'm just shocked we haven't seen this yet, but he needs to just kind of get
he's got to expose that other shoulder.
Yeah, that left shoulder still a little too up. His knees kind of under him. He needs to get
technically, they are almost out of bounds. But I guess not. We got 2 feet in from one wrestler from each count. So
the new knee call is kind of confusing for some people because your knees don't have to be down, but they have to be inside the cylinder.
And I guess that knee is inbounds.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess. It's tough. I mean, and the ref's not going to be looking for that. He's
Well, now
here.
both guys, majority of their bodies are in. So
he's reaching in the field.
Reaching in. He can't see.
A little adjustment from Sinclair will finish this
now
with
he's
that
got
bottom there.
Now he's got to squeeze.
There it is.
Touch ball as he came out. So Jimmy Sinclair getting 6 points to extend that lead to 49-12, and I think it's all but over in terms of points. Mike, do the math. Yeah, I'm good.
Mike's done the math.
Yeah, Hatboro Horsham math, not our strong suit, Matt.
No, that's why I'm a social studies teacher.
Exactly. That's why I'm a sociologist.
Sociologist.
Little gamesmanship here, waiting. Forfeit. So it looks like Souderton forfeiting here to Boyertown. It's going to extend that lead to 55-12.
Coach has to call it here, though. There it is.
Yeah, Souderton is, they're reeling now. Bruno Stolfi is out tonight.
They're going to forfeit again here.
Yeah, Stolfi was injured, I believe, in last night's match, and I had heard that earlier in the weigh-ins that he most likely was not going to wrestle, and Miller's just going to collect a forfeit.
Yeah.
61-12 now, and we're going to have a little break here. We might be able to swing over to this Hatboro Horsham O&J match.
That would be great.
Extra coverage here at Hatboro Horsham. Right now, O&J out to a big lead on Hatboro Horsham, 36-3. They're at 160 pounds. We got one to go here. We're at 285. Jacob Sonder for Boyertown. Dan Villaba from Souderton.
Villaba's a junior. He's 7-15, and Sonder is a senior at 17-9. So a little different records here, and they're not the two biggest heavyweights I've ever seen.
Nah, these guys are definitely being bumped up.
Yeah. So at least they're getting a nice match out of it.
Sonder, I think, has been bounced around a little bit this year, Mike, if I'm correct, at 220 and heavyweight. So he's doing a good job filling these upper weights for the Bears. And again, we talk all season long, all year long, every year about having upper weights, Matt. And if you have 14 guys and you have serviceable guys, from 195 on up, you pick up bonus points there, you're going to be a strong team. And, Boyertown has been able to do that, obviously, with Miller, starting off there at 95 for them is just solid.
And, there's a lot of talk now. Is there too many weight classes? It's hard for a lot of teams to fill lineups. There's a lot of forfeits. So I'm sure at some point they're going to start talking about either reducing the number of weight classes or changing some things around because –
yeah, well, we were just at the meeting together, seating meeting, and that is one of the topics the PIAA had on the table. Actually, just yesterday, Sean Kelly, District 1 rep for the PIAA, our assistant guy to Rod Stone, up at the meeting, and that is one of the things they're looking at, going to 13 weights and, eliminate the ties, get rid of one of these upper weights is my selection, but that doesn't mean we're going to get it done.
I hear you.
Good work there by Villaba.
It's hard to get a 95, 220, and heavy. A lot of guys only fall into one of those categories. It's hard to get those big guys anymore. Everyone's specializing in football or lacrosse or, not a lot of 2-3 sport athletes as much anymore. A lot of schools have to share athletes. I'm a small size school, and it's tough to get those athletes to come out. Although I have 35 kids this year.
Yeah, and again, we talk about wrestling teams increasing in numbers across the state, and here in District 1 we're seeing it. We're not seeing it tonight right now with Souderton, but Souderton has worked hard. They have had a full lineup most of the year, and it's tough this time of year. You got nagging injuries, you got the sickness,
a lot of that, a lot of sick,
ineligibility.
Not at Radnor Township School District.
Oh no, nothing on the main line.
Nah, we are, academics all the way there.
So Sonder chooses to go down here to start the second. 0-0 after one. A 61-12 lead for the Boyertown Bears. And I don't think Boyertown thought it was going to be this easy, but I guess when they saw the lineup of Souderton with Stolfi, in the lineup weighing in, but knowing that he was not going to wrestle, They knew they were in a bit of trouble because that's usually points for them on the board. But tonight with Miller, it might not have been. I'm sure they were going to get Miller on Stolfi one way or the other.
Oh yeah, that's a matchup you want to see.
Yep. All right, Matt, I got to leave again to do my tournament duties.
You got it. Both guys still working in this ear-to-ear tie, which is not my favorite, but tries to open up for a shot, Sonder, and he gets in on that leg. See if he can finish for a takedown, and he does. So 3-0 Sonder here in the second period, and escape here would be big for Villaba. Sonder here just trying to, he's riding parallel, but, he's working hands, working wrists, kind of all over, but hasn't really come outside the body much to try to improve his scoring position necessarily. And there he goes. He just opens him up, throws a half, comes underneath the body, tries to get that far arm, and he's got him pretty flat here. It's hard to tell from this angle, and there it is. Quick fall. This ref is quick on the falls, but very consistent with that, so I appreciate that. He's also all over the mat, too. He's a flyer, so that'll end our duel. 67-12. The Boyertown Bears moving on as the number 5 seed, and they will advance to the next round. So we saw a string in the beginning from 106 down of just falls, and that kind of cemented it right away for the Boyertown Bears. They got a lot of momentum from the get-go, and then a couple of decent matches there in the middle. But overall, Boyertown Bears were just dominant in this dual meet. We will see you soon for Neshaminy and Quakertown, and those are the 8-9 seeds, so that should be a pretty electric match. So we'll see you soon.